Today at 1, the Chancellor defends her decision to drop winter fuel payments for some pensioners despite rising energy bills. It's as charities meet energy companies and warn that millions face difficult months ahead trying to stay warm in winter.
We are bracing ourselves for a really difficult winter. We're already seeing record numbers of people coming to us with energy debt in the height of summer.
Also on the programme, doctors call for a ban on flavoured and disposable vapes to protect children against what they call a growing epidemic in the UK. Israel's security forces launch one of the largest military operations in decades in the occupied West Bank. Paris prepares for the Paralympics with the Games' opening ceremony just hours away. And how a Vinnie Jones lesson in CPR from 12 years ago is still saving lives.
On BBC London, the families who've lost everything in the Dagenham fire. We hear from one who's in emergency accommodation. And from Bond Street to Burberry Street, criticism of TFL's temporary station name changes.
And Sir Keir Starmer says he wants to reset relations with the EU after talks with the German Chancellor in Berlin. And still to come, England's blood donor service warns stocks remain low as it launches a fresh appeal for donations.
2 pilots are in hospital after their plane crashed on a busy road in Gloucestershire. The light aircraft came down on the A419. An investigation is underway to determine the cause of the crash. The BBC's Director General, Tim Davies, said the company has lessons to learn in a letter to staff following controversy surrounding Hugh Edwards and Jermaine Janus. He said changing the culture at the BBC would be a critical priority and admits staff throughout the company have all felt let down.
Other news now, and a court heard today how a mother was left in a coma after being stabbed as she tried to intervene in a fight at the Notting Hill Carnival. The victim, named as Cher Maximum, was with her 3-year-old daughter and other family and friends. Her injuries are so severe, the court heard how she may need to have her leg amputated. 20-year-old Shaquille Thibault appeared in court charged with attempted murder. Zara Alina's killer was in court today alongside a prison worker charged with misconduct in public office. Hayley Jones, who's 33, is accused of acting in a way which amounted to an abuse of the public's trust during an alleged relationship with Jordan McSweeney. He is serving 33 years at Belmarsh for the murder of Zara Alina. A group of protesters have been found guilty of causing thousands of pounds of damage to a Buckingham Palace fountain by pouring red dye into it. The 5 members of Animal Rising not only turned the water red, but also stained the stonework of the Queen Victoria Memorial. CCTV showed protesters dyeing their hands and leaving prints on the fountain.